Have an itch to go diving? Visit LeisurePro.com, where they have the largest selection of dive gear and a best price match guarantee. And Leisure Pro could get your order to you fast. Well, maybe not that fast, but I think you get the idea.
The Florida Keys are home to a protected 2,800 square mile national marine sanctuary, an abundance of wrecks, and over 6,000 different species. But whether you're a diver or a snorkeler, there's always room for one more.
This edition of Scuba Nation is brought to you by Leisure Pro, the Divers Emporium. The Florida Keys and Key West, come as you are. Crazy shirts, be original, be crazy.
This time on Scuba Nation.
What's under that bridge? What's going on under that bridge? Best shore dive in the state, Florida's exotic critter capital. Yes, Blue Heron Bridge is truly a unique and otherworldly experience. Seahorses, octopus, and other rare creatures. They all call Blue Heron Bridge home.
Who is Scuba Nation? Billy C., Boston born and raised.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Loves it grilled with an ear for guitar. Bitch and Mitch, Southern boy. Craves it deep fried and a toe tapping percussionist. Two ordinary guys with a thirst for getting wet and exploring all things scuba. We are Scuba Nation. One nation underwater.
Welcome, Scuba Nation. I'm Mitch.
I'm Billy C.
And you know, scuba divers travel near and far to go to some of the most extreme corners of the globe to look at the exotic animal life underwater. They traveled as far as, let's see, Limbaugh Strait in Indonesia. But you know what? In South Florida, we don't have to travel that far. No. We come to Riviera Beach, just outside of West Palm, and we dive underneath this bridge.
That's right. One of the passions that scuba divers has is macro photography. They want to go muck diving.
Well, did you say muck diving?
Yeah, muck diving.
Muck diving.
That's when you get in the dirt, and you look in the dirt, and what you find are seahorses, flounder, arrow crab. All these things live under this bridge.
And don't forget about the octopus, too.
That's right.
So it's two homeless dorks living out of a van, diving underneath this bridge, this time on Scuba Nation. One of the things I love about Phil Foster Park and the Blue Heron Bridge, well, other than diving, is that it's a great beach to go to. The bridge makes a great canopy, so you never have to worry too much about the rain or getting too much sun. The beaches are fantastic. It's family friendly, and I love the clear water. Get in the water right about here.
Yep.
And then with the slack tide going out, it will drift us over to the pylons over there, right?
Yep, we got 20 minutes, 30 minutes before high tide. We get in the water, let the current take us into this area.
Right.
We're gonna get about an hour worth of bottom time, hour and a half.
And then we'll weave in and out of the piers, going all the way over to the boat channel. We'll dive my favorite wall through that way, and we come right back up this way. And that's about when the tide will start turning.
Absolutely, the tide will start going in the other direction.
And take us
take us, it would be like a fun little ride. We'll cruise right back to the spot with minimal effort.
Yeah, after an hour and a half of bottom time, I need to go hydrate.
There's always a good chance that you'll see a group of seahorses as well. Now we're letting the current take us into the bridge. The most important thing about diving Blue Heron Bridge is timing the tide. You're going to use the high tide to dive the bridge.
You know, one of the keys to diving the Blue Heron Bridge is to have your eyes open at all times. Because you're going to be looking at sand the majority of the time, and you're going to think that it's just barren, there's nothing there, and then you keep on looking and you realize, oh my gosh, there's two seahorses there. They're just camouflaged in the sand. All these animals adapt to their environment. They're sea urchins that put shells on top of themselves so they look like they're part of the landscape. Keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled. Things will start coming into focus and you'll see so much. You're gonna love it.
Not 5 legs, but 4.
One of the stars and main attractions of the Blue Heron Bridge is the octopus. They blend in with the sandy floor. They get creative when making a home, generally run around as if they own the place, and come to think of it, I guess they do. This place is an ideal environment for them to thrive. Hey, to give you guys some perspective, this octopus is about the size of my fist. Look how this guy changes colors right in front of your eyes. Way cool. And they can take off in a hurry, man. A quick fact, you know octopus have 3 hearts? That must help them with their onboard jet propulsion system.
As you can see, the water around the bridge is very shallow. This allows for some very long, yummy bottom times. The pilings for the bridge sit on large blocks of concrete. What's cool though is that those blocks sit on pilings of their own underwater. That makes for a great place for the life to call their home, and also makes for some awesome swim-throughs for the divers.
Look what we have here. Hey guys, and I'm not talking about the starfish. Does anyone see him yet? Now you do. You're talking serious camo. This guy's a flounder and he's about 4 inches long. He's awesome. You folks want some biodiversity? Check out this jackknife fish. He's about the size of a small toe. The reason why he gets his name is that dorsal fin. Looks like a jackknife. And now we got Atlantic spadefish. He's bigger, he kind of dominates the area a little bit. Folks, that's small and then large.
Timing these tides to dive the Blue Heron Bridge is so critical. We got about another 30 minutes before the tide starts to turn, so we need to get back in the water. Stay tuned.
Hey Scuba Nation, Billy C and Mitch here. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. We'll be announcing upcoming contests and events that you can be a part of.
And look, always post your tweets and your comments while you're watching the show, and we'll share the best of them on ScubaNation.com and during upcoming episodes.
Remember, you are Scuba Nation, one nation underwater.
Thanks for watching.
Money.
Done. Miller time.
You'll agree, that Leisure Pro has the best customer service in the industry. Our pressure-free fit guarantee lets you size items so you get the right merchandise when you buy. But if something doesn't fit, return items without any additional shipping costs to you. Always buy with confidence, shopping made easy, only at Leisure Pro.
Hey Scuba Nation, this is Mitch. Just want to let you know when I dive the 305, I always dive on Aquatic Explorers. They feature a brand new dive boat with a crew that's second to none. So when you're ready to plan your next diving adventure, the best boat and crew for private charters, and all your certification needs by world-class instructors, please click or call the friends of the program, Aquatic Explorers. Of Scuba Nation is brought to you by Pegasus Thruster, the freedom to fly. BostonsDiving.com. Aquatic Explorers, Miami's best dive charter.
So how's the fishing? Oh no. Well, let me tell you.
Not today, no.
Not today, no?
Not just.
Well, let me tell you, my friend, I was just diving underneath this bridge, and that sheephead you're trying to catch is right over there, okay? Hey, welcome back. It's time to get a little bit more time underneath the bridge, so let's get started.
I mentioned that there are wrecks to explore at the Blue Heron Bridge. This boat is just off the beach in only roughly 10 feet of water. Plenty to look at on these wrecks, from fish to coral and plenty of surprises. On this dive, we found a striped burrfish. You can also find seahorses and rays on these wrecks, and oh yeah, the occasional batfish too.
The batfish is a freak of evolution. He mostly crawls on the bottom with his rare fins that have evolved into makeshift legs. But I tell you what, this guy, he can still swim too. Here he goes. Fish stays mostly inverted all the time, looking for his meals. By closing his tail fin, maybe he's trying to pass for the rope, or like a piece of vegetation. What a diversity of life, all under a bridge in West Palm.
When diving the Blue Heron Bridge, there's some essential pieces of equipment every person should have before they enter the water. Number one, photography or videography. You should have something to capture these images of these amazing exotic creatures. You can do something like the GoPro. You can get a little underwater housing for it, you put a light on it, captures great images. Some people tend to go higher up on the scale with some high-end equipment, but either way, you want to go home with images.
Yeah, and you've got one of the macroscopic lenses on while here, don't you?
Yeah, I can zoom in on these guys.
Yeah, another thing, you know, when you're going to dive, sure, it's a shore dive, but when you're diving around here, there's a lot of boating activity, so of course, you don't get in the water without your dive flag. You've got a floater here, and you've got a lead weight here, and it's attached to a line of rope. And what you're going to do when you get underwater is that you're going to let the line out as you descend. You can tie this off to your BC, and this guy's going to float above you. So while you're diving in around the bridge, this flag is very visible at top of the water, so boaters can see where you're at.
Now it's time to leave the wrecks and head back over to the bridge. You can easily find it because of the huge shadow it casts. Camouflage is the name of the game for these animals at the Blue Herring Bridge. Take a look at the false eye on the back of this juvenile pudding wife. You think he's trying to maybe look like a filefish?
All right, boys, behave or I'm splitting you up. This sharp-tailed eel is trying to get this crab to move from his spot, but this big hunk of crustacean is not going anywhere. I tell you, this eel submits and looks for a new hole. Poking his head to make sure no one was home, he then backs his tail in and finally a couch. Call for pizza and pass the remote. Billy C has been known to crawl into a few beer bottles in his day. Anyways, this bottle makes a perfect home for this blenny. You know, it kind of looks like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Coming up next, it's time for my favorite part of this dive, the boat channel wall. Thanks for staying with us.
Hey Scuba Nation, Mitch and Billy C here. Look, if you've got a great idea for a show, go to ScubaNation.com and tell us your idea, and you could be in the show with us.
Also on the website, you can upload pictures and videos. We'll spotlight the best on the show. Get your Scuba Nation gear and apparel. Find dive shops, instructors, other businesses on our Friends of the Program section of the website. You want to join Friends of the Program? Go to ScubaNation.com.
And remember, you're Scuba Nation, one nation underwater.
Thanks for watching.
Have an itch to go diving? Visit LeisurePro.com, where they have the largest selection of dive gear and a best price match guarantee. And Leisure Pro could get your order to you fast. Well, maybe not that fast, but I think you get the idea.
The Florida Keys are home to a protected 2,800 square mile national marine sanctuary, an abundance of wrecks, and over 6,000 different species. But whether you're a diver or a snorkeler, there's always room for one more.
This edition of Scuba Nation is brought to you by Leisure Pro, the Diver's Emporium. Dive 305, apparel for today's diver. Go below.
The Florida Keys and Key West. Come as you are.
My favorite part of the Blue Herring Bridge is when you dive between the boat channel and the wall. It's almost like a wall dive. I mean, you've got this huge concrete walls loaded with these gorgeous sponges, oranges, and pinks. see all these gorgeous angelfish and sheephead. It's my favorite part of the dive.
This is one of my favorite scenes of the whole entire dive at the Blue Heron Bridge. This is what macro photography is all about. Look at the detail. You got a shrimp, you got the blenny, they're kind of just all in the same shot. So much color, so much diversity. This is why photographers love going macro. Some people might think this is a puffer fish, but it really is a balloon fish. And I tell you, I thought my daughter had the bluest eyes I've ever seen. This guy's eyes, I was hypnotized by them. And I'm just glad we were able to catch it in slow motion like this to really understand how gorgeous this creature is. What the underwater world must look like through those eyes. Barbecue time!
This cooler and me have been on many a battle together. This cooler right here. This thing has history.
Register operator. Can you take a few shots?
What do we got? Hey, wait.
Remember, broken hand. This is Nostrovia, right?
Nostrovia! To the bridge! Yeah. Hey girls, are we playing bridge later?
Yeah, sure.
So you know what? Sometimes, you know, diving on boats is great, Mitch.
Yeah, hey, Rex. Goodbye.
But, you know, we're here at Blue Heron Bridge.
Okay.
We just saw all these exotic macro-organisms that only live at this bridge. Very unique. And now we're grilling.
Now it's time.
You know, we got a grill here.
Now it's time to eat some cow.
And we're enjoying the
At
ambiance.
Riviera Park, it's great for the kids too. They got a playground, it's awesome.
And Billy C is the cook of ScubaNation.
Whoa, hold on. There is a sifter in this thing. Oh no.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Hold on. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I'm a cook.
Oh yeah, you're a cook.
You gonna tell me how to cook?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how to cook.
All right.
Wait, did you wash your hands before you did this?
Today.
There we go. Get some of that on there.
Yeah. Some pepper, very simple, salt and pepper. If you have a good steak, you don't need anything more than salt and pepper.
That is like Donkey Kong.
We're gonna throw these on the grill.
Just a touch of the house. Oh, de cabezas. Ay, que bueno.
Scuba diving, grilling.
Afterwards, doesn't get any better than this.
This is what Florida diving's all about, ScubaNation.
And I get paid for this too?
Man, what a day of diving at the Blue Heron Bridge. I saw all the critters, all the exotic animals. Now we're chilling and grilling.
We'll see you next week on ScubaNation. One nation underwater.
Thanks for watching, man. Can't get any better than this, Mitch.
That's it.
This is it, right?
That's it.
This is it. Look at that. find my way back home. Can't find my way.
One Nation.
Underwater.
And off.
Man, what a great day of diving. Now we're chilling and grilling. Man, this is the best.
Don't break the table.
No, I'll try not. You know, it's crazy Americans. Don. Give me a little Don.
Okay, I got an extra fork.
Plug Don. All right, a little bit of Don on here. Okay, in all seriousness, let's sober up a second.
The critters, all the exotic animals, now we're chilling and grilling. Florida is a peninsula. It's surrounded by water. And to... Hold on.
This is really...
Keep my motivation.
But why is diving so important to this man?
All right, I'll tell you right now, don't worry about the vice president thing, and a quarter will get you a cup of coffee, all right? So, all right,
I think you're gonna be like...
You'll agree that Leisure Pro has the best customer service in the industry. Our pressure-free fit guarantee lets you size items so you get the right merchandise when you buy. But if something doesn't fit, return items without any additional shipping costs to you. Always buy with confidence, shopping made easy, only at Leisure Pro.